background.
Listen, you're obsessed with death. This is the weird in-between of life and death. You should be thrilled for this. Come on.
Yes,
No.
it
It's an
is.
once-in-a-lifetime thing for you.
I
You
am
want
a
to experience this stuff.
documentarian of death. Excuse
Yes.
you.
You can't document unless you experience it, so come on.
I can totally document it without experiencing it. Thank you very
No.
much.
You're not a true advocate for this now. You've forsaken your beliefs.
I am not forsook shit.
Mocha, please tell me you're recording this.
Oh yeah, I'm recording it. I mean, it was supposed to be.
Your planet is beautiful.
It was supposed to be like a test recording. I just started recording like a couple, like, God, what, like a minute ago?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't get the whole conversation, but I definitely got the end of that argument. Anyway, welcome to, I think, might be the final episode of Land of Errebon, the search for Dwarven ruins, now reaching its climax. Azure is faced with a horrible, horrible decision. Hold on, let me see. Let me get. Well, where's my music? Here it is.
It would probably help if I was also in game.
Yeah, it would help that everyone would be in. Yeah, you. Everyone should be in here.
Everyone should be in game.
Yep, everyone should be in game.
Ghost, you need to update so I don't have to keep going all the way to the third tab to find your freaking game. It's the top of the third one all the time.
Jesus Christ!
Why are you peeking?
You are
You are
peeking.
She's like literally destroying it.
You're not even up full volume. You are.
You're
Right?
outright peeking our ears.
Your rage just like breaking your headsets.
Is
Yeah, there we
that?
go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep. There we go. There we go.
I should have been a barbarian.
Well, I don't know about. Yeah, probably.
Guys, please.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The decision
Yes.
has been put to Azure. Since his favorite is Bambi, is he ready for the next step? By becoming one. With it, great power. But you lose something rather important.
Mm-hmm.
All the free
And
food.
if you stand against her in this deep, deep hole filled with her kobold allies, outnumbering you by the hundreds, what will happen then? Decision's now yours. What do you say?
Just see a little bit of the inside of Azure's mind during this.
Yeah, let's see the
Despite pulling El Dorado to get this far, after hearing her story and everything, and his own like research and obsession with this kind of ruins and everything, he actually started to doubt whether he's actually fake or not, or if he's actually meant to be the one to do this at this point. Sure, he didn't see a dragon or anything like that, but he feels like it may be him, it may not. He's no longer as certain. This isn't Khan entirely. And while one side is like, this is a question I've researched inside my entire life to search for, Bambi's like the one person who's been nice to me in this entire group. So I don't want to sacrifice Bambi. And there's also the uncertainty part of when they fuse, like, what happens? Is the person gone entirely? The way she talks about it? Are they still there? Like, can they think? Do they share conscious control? All those, like, questions popping through his mind. But it still comes down to, he can't sacrifice Bambi. Maybe someone else in the group, but not Bambi.
Someone else, but not
Listen, he remembers the freaking defense position stuff you guys did to him. If it was anyone else, maybe. But not Bambi.
He holds a grudge.
If anyone else, it would be a much easier decision. So with this internal conflict in him, and the fact that as far as he is aware, because he doesn't know Aegis is there, he's the only one here with the gargantuan avatar right now.
Yep.
His answer will be as follows, looking between her and the now menacing stone behind her, given what she said before.
Hmm.
I would have an answer for you by tonight, I think. It's a lot to take in. So many questions now about all of this.
She stares at you, and she goes, I understand. Please. I wait for your answer. Tonight. She turns
Sounds like a plan,
around,
then.
her back
Mhm.
facing you,
Mhm.
walks forward to the heart, and she goes, You may go.
Alright then. Can I ask one question before I go, though, at least?
Yes.
When you and your... Well, now that you and your companion are fused, do you still hear them? Or is it just you in control now?
She takes a pause, thinking about it. But she just leaves you with silence. And she goes, An interesting question. How does one hear one's own thoughts?
Hmm. Uh, um,
If
I
you are
guess.
wondering if your Bambi would be speaking to you, I guess it really depends on how hard you're going to listen.
In other
I
words, no, but you can rely on your moral compass.
No, that's...
But not to worry. They're still with you.
I insight her on that.
Go ahead.
Okay. I may use luck just as a forewarning.
That's alright.
Never
That's a
mind,
nat
nat
20.
20.
Holy
You,
Okay then.
the sense of her silence and the what might have seemed like confusion as if that this wasn't even a thought before of can you still hear the other one. she really was thinking about it. As if, can I
Yeah.
really hear them? And
Okay.
this may be a case of either the combination is so ingrained that it's a brand new person entirely,
Mhm.
and therefore, how does one separate from themselves? Make sense? Like, it's like,
Yeah. New person essentially.
it's like, this could be an
Mix of the two.
absolutely, this isn't just like a mix. This could honestly be like a brand new person made with the bits and pieces of those two. They might have, and thinking back on the conversations, they do remember parts, but unfortunately, you don't know enough about who they used to be able to say they're both very aware of this transformation. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's what I'm going to leave you off with. It was a very good role of what this is, but you get the sense that this is probably more on the lines of, this combination happens, you are probably not going to be yourself anymore.
Oh yeah, definitely. When she told before about her, at least one or both of their past selves before they touched the crystal, yeah. Because she did mention like they were, as they praised it, dirty / impure, greed and everything until the crystal touched them.
Yeah.
And did that fusion to purify them. So yeah.
Yeah. So this.
Okay.
That's what you get out of that insight.
Okay. Thank you for your answer.
Oh, Azure.
Mm-hmm.
You're not planning on. And she does like a slow turn back towards you. Leaving, are you?
So this will be the one point where he actually isn't as nervous in his demeanor or anything, as he'll just say, "No, my fate and destiny lie with these ruins,
Very well.
with this place,
Just with these ruins, you say?
with this place, with the outcome of everything,
Very well.
everything connected to here."
I hope you make your decisions swiftly.
I shall try.
One would hope that an avatar of the Blue One would be more secure in their decisions. Go.
Okay, yeah. Just nods to her and walks off.
All right.
And now A just has to follow him back without getting her attention.
Yep.
I'll be fine.
Just 5 minutes later.
Well.
It's gonna promptly move Azure over to this part over here just to say he left.
All right. And what about this guy?
I'm gonna have to sneak back.
Okay. You're gonna have to roll a stealth as Priestess Purity, turns back to the heart and begins to mumble. Go ahead, roll your stealth.
13.
13.
She found me, didn't she?
That's a nat 20, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
As you begin your sneaking back, I don't believe I ever caught your name.
He will look towards her direction.
She's
to
not
see if
looking
she's
at
staring
you.
at him.
She is not looking at you. She's staring right at the heart as it's beginning to pulse a little bit more eerily now. I know you're there. Forget you ever heard that. It's a scam likely
The
call.
detection music.
Sounds very pleasant.
Aegis will calmly sigh as he gets to his feet from his position, and will calmly say, "Aegis."
Aegis. You smell familiar.
It's just my natural musk.
Hmm. Tell me. And now she begins walking towards you. How much did you overhear?
Not a lot. I simply noticed my friend was away, and I was simply moved to try and find out where he went.
Hmm. Aegis.
Yes.
Do you... And she closes her eyes to, like, think for a moment. Ah. Never mind. I know where it's from. I think I've forgotten, but you've enlightened me. You may go.
Thank you.
Oh, his species just saved his life. Holy cow!
Aegis will make his way back calmly. He instinctively is keeping his guard up, but he will not show aggression as he walks away.
Okay. The kobolds are around and... Just hold on a moment. Yeah. There are plenty of kobolds, like, around still. Like, and doing all sorts of chores. Some have gone off further into, you know, the mines, as it were. To create more of a, you know, of a secure nest. You notice that some, a lot are doing a lot of mining. If you're watching the kobolds work, they're doing a lot of stonework and storing it away somewhere, but they won't show you where.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. each kobold has a different job, and they're all currently working as like ants in an anthill or bees in a hive. And there are some stationed for just what looks to be like protection, like keeping an eye out, particularly on you guys, to make sure that you don't get in the way or cause trouble.
Sounds reasonable.
What do you guys do when you get back to your group?
You feeling all right, Azure?
She collapses in the corner like, oh god.
Uh,
I see.
Bambi edges forward and says, "Are you okay?"
Physically, yes. Mentally, not so much.
I'm gonna move out of this.
Mhm.
Hit in the world map because I only
Yeah.
made so much, damn it. And I don't have my Incarnate subscription anymore. I had to give it up. So I can't make
You're
new
all
maps.
Good. You're all good.
We
In
gotta
fact-
enjoy OS here. You know?
Yeah, in fact, the map that I was currently using for the Kobold compound is one that I found
Mhm.
online. I did not make that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't make it.
That's how I usually do that, or I just make them in the
Yeah.
paint and draw them.
Yeah. So, I found out why she looks like how she does, and what this prophecy needs next. Apparently, there is this stone gem something in the ruins that fused her with a companion of hers and made her into that fusion. And apparently, it's expected of all avatars to do that. It's expected of me as well.
But who would you?
She wanted me to fuse with you, Bambi.
Oh, and he sort of like claws at his muzzle, like very flustered but also nervous.
From what she told me, it doesn't sound like neither you or me would really be the same after that, or in control, so... Yeah.
It was as I feared. Spirit magic.
Maybe.
Well, considering the circumstances, it's more likely than not going to be the end result.
More
If you
likely
both-
than not.
If you both won't be the same afterwards, then I think you can follow what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Bambi like collapses to the ground with a thump too.
uh... But the research is
Oh.
dead.
Well, friends, I don't know about you, but I am not comfortable if there's something alongside a sacrifice, says Georgie.
No, I'm agreed. I'm agreed there. I do not want to do this.
So what do we do?
We
We've
have
seen
to
how many
destroy that
kobolds
stone, I think.
destroy it.
The stone is what fused her and her partner together. It's the Queen of Cinders, as she calls it. The one that wants the avatars and everything to bring destruction and all that.
Is it going to be that simple?
I couldn't get that good of a look with it. She was pretty insistent on an answer for if I was gonna sacrifice Bambi or not. She gave me until tonight, but yeah.
That reminds me.
I don't really want to fight an entire tunnel's worth of kobolds along with her, but I don't know if we have a choice.
Georgie looks to the outside of the tunnels, and he goes, "Okay, so have not seen the madam come back yet. She's either exploring or or she might have gotten caught. I don't know. She hasn't been gone this long before. I'm a little bit nervous.
Mention of it at least. Maybe she went for help too.
Perhaps. I'm unsure.
All we can really do is finish this however it goes. We can't really leave it as it is from what they were saying. The way she phrased it's only a matter of time before the ones that the stone seeks come, and then the land will be reborn, as they phrase it.
Right.
I'd still rather try to see if we can reverse what happened to them, but I don't know if that's even possible either. I don't want to kill any of the people here, but that stone for sure has to go.
Could there be a
Ryan?
way to separate Priestess Purity from that stone? Perhaps she is just a victim in all of this.
The story she told me was she came from the south, is how she phrased it. So maybe from lands where you guys are from? I believe you guys are south when she mentioned it before, right?
Yes, we are from the south. Yup.
She told me that she came seeking glory, heard a call, and that her and her companion were led into this pit even before the miner set up camp. She found an entrance using a key that was like a cube. She said it dissipated afterwards, locking her inside.
What does everyone here think?
Yeah.
What do we want to do?
I
Question
think
as
it
a
would-
player.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just have a quick question. What's the key
No
that
worries.
you guys have?
It's a cube.
It's a cube. Same key.
Also the same cube that was also at the circus too.
Yep.
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 There seems to be multiple keys.
Yeah. I also didn't see it, but she talked of finding some people covered in obsidian, claiming that Queen of Cinders is the one that did it to them.
Maybe they will from the last prophecy.
Maybe. It even have been dwarves too, maybe in the past. But I didn't get a sight of them to know. I do know from what she said, though, that, at least I think, she was not always this way. And the stone is what caused her and her companion to fuse. I don't know if we'd have to destroy the stone, if that would make it permanent, reverse her, or what, but the stone's the only thing that could possibly revert her back to how she was.
Bambi grips his long sword nervously, and that's not a euphemism.
I wasn't thinking about it, but thank you.
I wasn't thinking about it either.
Good God, Bambi, put it away!
that was not the time.
He takes out his battle axe instead. No, just kidding.
No.
It's much more appropriate.
So inappropriate. An axe?
Let me ask you a question.
Is it a date?
And if we can, I think we should try to free her of the influence. I don't know if she even wants it, but still. Either way, it still needs to be dealt with one way or the other.
Perhaps. What do you think, Miss Lenara, Miss Yuna? Could it truly be that simple? Just destroy the stone?
If you the magic could be done, require a more specific thing to reverse it than just destroying it. I very much doubt that it's constant fuse magic. Generally, magic is an activation and then it is finished in the effect of the day.
I can't hear you, Boo.
Normal.
Let me go and see if I can turn
He
you
was
up.
saying that usually destroying probably wouldn't fix it. If it was activated magic, it probably needs magic to do the reverse, essentially.
And this is assuming that she can be saved. Or they can be saved.
Assuming.
It also might depend too on how long they've been fused.
That's also very true. Yeah, that
They
magic...
said before the miners, so...
Yeah, that magic tends to be, tricky. Comments Nerdu. If people want to figure out whether or not if this process could be reversed, you can roll me an Arcana if you want.
Sure.
Yeah, I want Bambi to roll an Arcana.
I'm gonna
I see
preserve
no
these
way
as a
this
lucky
could go
roll.
poorly.
I'll keep that roll. Never mind.
That looks about right.
Oh my god. Also, I swear, every time I say I'm gonna use lucky, it's just like, nope, here's a high roll for you.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. Every time.
Bambi just like raises one hand and says, "Could we just ask the stone to put them back?"
That would assume that the stone's intelligent.
But I thought it talked.
So, funny enough, you should mention that, small detail I forgot there. It does sound a bit like she learned most of everything here from the stone itself. I didn't hear the stone talking, but something definitely happened to her to
Could be
be in tune with this prophecy.
Could be a type of connection then.
Actually, I just realized, Aegis, how'd you come in behind me? You left after me? Or what happened?
I happen to be nearby.
Okay.
Alright, so fortunately for those who rolled a 20 and below, you're not gonna know exactly. You can come up with your own theories on what your brain came up with, if you wish.
Oh shoot, I should have rolled.
Oh, go ahead, roll.
I was slightly distracted. Whatever, Arcana, right?
Yep.
Arcana. See if this is even a process that can even be reversed.
Oh my god. These rolls.
No. Okay, you know what? Ghost is the one that took all of the luck today.
I did.
Let's ask the scary rock lady to fix the scary tall lady.
lady.
You agree with this sentiment.
I do.
Lenara, you know that's not gonna happen. But
Hey, Bambi rolled a 4. I think that is a great theory for a 4.
Yeah, it's a great theory.
but generally, you can't think of anything like what you said before. There usually needs to be an activation, and you haven't seen this stone in full detail. You can't even say if it has an activation or not of something like this could be reversed. This now for you, Azure.
Yeah.
Given how connected she seems to the stone, and perhaps even for how long, and this is calculating of when Wolf's Point even started mining, which was like recently. And if she was stuck even before then, if she's been stuck like this for a possible year, the odds of undoing this are very, very slim and could even be permanent at this point.
Okay.
You would need possibly the act of a god to separate something like this. Or a very, very high level wizard, which none of you are not.
Nope.
So Purity, Priestess Purity, is, given how warped her mind is, she's possibly far gone.
Eesh.
Possibly. And this is like, it's a very, very good roll, the 24. But since you haven't
It's still a guess.
examined, since you haven't examined the stone itself, this is the best that you can come up with, and these are things that you've heard from the lines of what Lenara said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thinking on it.
Yeah. I don't even
It'd
think...
be...
Nerdy's like quiet for a moment. He goes, I don't even think I could even reverse something like that. It's like... and he was like thinking for like a moment. He goes, I don't know. It's like, that would have to be like research. And I'm gonna be frank, that lady terrifies me.
No, yeah, thinking on it. It would be very, very hard depending how long they've been like that. Because we don't know exactly when before
Yeah.
she
Like,
was here. We just know before the miners, but that could be any time before.
not only that, but we don't even know the process. Were they even alive? Did they both die and then suddenly become one?
Yeah, and then we find out the process to go through for which, don't really want to go through with that.
No. Like, is unfortunately we only have our theories.
Yeah. It's still worth a try, but yeah, if it doesn't work.
So if we do destroy the rock, how we gonna?
That might kill her.
Yeah. If we want to try to,
If it does
on the
kill
small
her.
chance.
Like,
Yeah.
there's a chance that it might kill her, chance it might not. We don't know how far the connection is.
We'd have to, well, to really try at all, we'd have to try to get her unconscious first before we even deal with the stone, but who knows what the stone can do as well.
So does this mean, and he looks across the room, are we doing like... Are we doing like a heart heist?
How long have you been sitting on that pun, Mocha?
For a while. I was waiting. I was waiting.
I could feel like half grin on your face.
Yeah, it's, you can't see it, but It's a giant one right now.
I mean, we can. As far as I know, there's only one way into that room itself.
Huh.
Oh, if only we had.
Then this could be. We have a day until the night?
Roughly, yeah.
What time is it right now? Does anyone know?
To anyone choose Outlander's background?
Bambi looks at Yuna's eyes and squints and says, is it 10 in the morning?
Wait, how do I know what the time is?
That's an old trick to look at a cat's eyes to see what time of day it is.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What?
It's a Chinese thing.
Oh, really?
What?
I
It
want.
only-
I.
It only works when they're above ground.
I know,
Aw.
that's why it's kind of funny.
Oh!
I did
Hey,
not.
actually, know in character, Bambi says this. I can't believe Bambi saying this. Okay, it's 10. We got 10.
So,
Can I try a survival check?
yes, you can. Survival. It's dumb fucking luck. Bambi was right.
Oh my god.
But you know what? A clock is right twice a day. Even a broken one's right
Exactly.
twice a day.
Oh, just pinches the ridge of her nose and goes, well, that's an accurate time. That is not a good way of getting the time. But sure.
I don't know, Bambi seems to have a magical sense of time.
Maybe has a magical sense of everything.
It's probably from all the cooking, having to time that out and everything.
Can people roll me a perception check?
Sure.
All of us or just him?
Everyone.
Oh,
One perception
I,
check.
I
right
may
up.
use a lucky. I'm good.
Perception.
30-20.
Alright.
15.
Those of you who rolled above a 12
Not Bambi.
see a see like a little spooter climb up Georgie's shoulder. And it seems to be doing motions towards you guys.
It's jumping spider.
No! Is that who I think it is? Madam LSD?
Yeah, it's a spider.
Also, moment of spider. Cat, eyes narrow.
it takes one of its many God, what are those legs, and like holds it out to you, Yuna, and you hear in your mind, "Down, kitty." Yeah, hold on, I need to get into Madam's voice. Down, kitty.
Yeah,
Okay,
no
while you
worries.
do that. Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Linara, it's Lady LSD.
Oh, Madam! You've backed for us. What have you discovered? You you see, the Madam, as, she starts to, well, she starts to, speak in Georgie's mind, and he's going, uh-huh, yes, oh no, oh, that's not good. Really? Well, you stay hidden. Alright, so, this is a little bit of news to be dropped on you, but Madam might know who Miss Purity used to be.
Wait, what?
As she went exploring down under the cover of a creature's body, she got a good look at Purity and what Purity used to have upon her. Apparently, she still has her old apparel, and she recognized. You said that you recognized the pack and what was inside, yes? The spider does like a salute. Yes. As you are well aware, we are part of a historical society. We've told you this many times. Hopefully you remember that. And, well, this might have been the madam's old teacher. However, they did not part on very good terms. It is the reason. They're the reason why the madam wears a mask.
Was the madam a hot person?
They left the madam to die in ruins and did something very atrocious.
Jeez.
The name of this teacher was oh my god, things got glitchy for a moment in the chat box. The name of the teacher was Professor Eleanor. Professor Eleanor and... No. They are not. They are... Excuse me as I go to the character sheet. No, but they are a cleric. And something
the main.
And something a little bit more. The domain.
Domain of God.
Well, it was well, as he's like getting like the information, he goes, well, she isn't sure of the domain. She once thought, or at least believed once, that it was Mistra, god of magic and knowledge. But that might be a lie now. They may not worship Mistra anymore. She proceeds to explain more to Georgie, and Georgie translates, and he goes, It appears that she might worship some sort of dragon now with multiple heads. She said there was an amulet, a strange looking one that had a dragon with multiple heads.
Were they different color heads or all just the same color?
It was a bronze metal, so it didn't have, so we couldn't see color variations, but it looked like different species of dragon.
Okay.
And she said that there might be something more on that. But that's what she's discovered so far. Any more questions that you want to ask the madam?
Do you think we should steal the stone or smash it?
What do you think, madam? Madam says that if it was as easy to smash it, then why isn't it hidden? Why is it there in plain sight? Odds are, it's not easy to destroy. You're probably better off sealing it away. If it is indeed a magic item, magic items are not easily destroyed. And if it's an ancient magic item, then it needs to be destroyed a certain way.
I just worry that if we leave it,
It's going to crop
it may
up
not
more
come back
trouble.
in our lifetimes.
It's going.
Yeah.
It's going to bring trouble to the future.
Agreed. But whatever it takes, I think we should at least try our best to try at least for a permanent solution to the stone. If not, we can seal it away, but
Either sealing it away, or finding the particular way of how to destroy it. But I think sealing it away might be our best bet here. What does everyone else think? But if we're doing the sealing away, do we even have a way to do that?
Bambi points at LSD.
Alice?
kobolds or miners though.
They'll try to dig it back out.
Yeah, it's been a long time since sealed away and discovered by kobolds, or not by kobolds, sorry, but by her first. So, the way she spoke of it sounded like it called her to come here. So even then, I feel sealing away is a very temporary solution. Since she claims that it was woken up by the miners above, we'd have to also convince them to abandon this area too.
I don't know how likely you are to convince people who are making a means of a living to abandon their jobs.
My vote is firmly to do our damnedest to destroy it any way we can.
Bambi's like thinking of all the ways he knows how to destroy things.
Maybe if we cannot steal it and if we cannot destroy it, should we put it somewhere where it's going to be very, very difficult to obtain?
What are you thinking?
Well,
Don't do that, fucker.
Bambi says, fire is scary. Put it in a fiery place.
What are
like
you talking about, like a volcano?
maybe if we do put it in a volcano, it'd be very difficult to mine. No one would be able to reach it. Is that what we want to do? Are we pushing this heart into a volcano?
Bambi
It
whimpers,
might be
but
one of
nods.
the best options we have.
Are we already near a volcano?
We are.
That's what we think, at least, yeah.
We're
That's
not.
what shell the molten rock.
We have the molten rock. We just need to find a way how to carry that damn thing into lava.
Mm.
For those of
And
you
for that,
who want to, if you want to figure out whether or not if this is a good idea or not, make an Arcana check
sure.
to Mount
Yeah,
Doom that
I'll go for
fucker.
This one.
Another Bambi Arcana check.
I'm gonna roll just with advantage by having lucky, so I use one lucky for this. I'll take the 15 because it's 15.
For a second, I
30, 20.
thought Bambi
No,
nat
no, 20.
20.
No, you got a nat on that one.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah, that's what
We
it said.
both
that-
match, but I'm the dirty 20.
Oh no, she's dirty. Makes
He
sense.
is quite filthy.
Lenara isn't going to roll.
Okay.
Lenara's not rolling for a very specific reason, though.
Okay.
So, for those of you who rolled 15s and 11, like, yeah, this is probably a very viable idea here, yeah. Those of you with a 21, that could possibly end up activating, the darn thing. Because didn't it come from a heart of a volcano? If you remember the poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah, on second thought,
I don't think that's a good idea.
yeah, it's definitely not a good idea.
Bambi just looks so disappointed, like, but what is scarier than fire?
Well,
Something born of
My
fire.
home.
yeah, don't you remember the poem that she gave to us last night at dinner?
There's that one line. I'm so glad
The
that
prophecy?
you posted this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote it down.
I just gotta find where it says fire.
I think it's in game chat.
Oh, it is. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I'm reading it for a second here. Impulses. Queen of Cinders claims that it becomes dirty, everything seeks. Well, it says it doesn't say anything about the fire, but it says she
Prophecy
will
of-
rise.
Let me see. Where did you find it?
It's right up. Not too far. It's
Alright, so
It's,
there
like,
was
right
nothing there
under-
about fire, but you guys made the connection that since it came overnight, that it came from within, could very well mean the lava from the mountain. That's what I remember
Oh,
you guys
here's-
talking about before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, greed and wealth is mountain held, overflowing like a leaking pig. It called the Queen of Cinders. Overnight she came from within. No one saw or heard. Everything came back to the dirt. She sleeps, no debt left to collect. Only when she was disturbed, the mountain must be fed. Queen of Cinders should come with their own promise. Yeah, we just guessed that it was probably volcano related, but yeah.
Hold on a moment. I need to do something real quick.
Alright.
I'm going to do it specifically for Aegis.
Me?
Because
Yeah.
he nat 20'd.
You net 20'd.
You get an extra tidbit.
Your mind overflows with eldritch knowledge. Roll a sanity save.
Oh no, insanity. It's not like I've already done that.
Something I want to rectify.
Okay.
Thank you. Actually, hold on.
What?
A normal volcano wouldn't work. However, maybe a volcano where it came from.
What do you mean by that?
I'll remember the poem. As I actually have to go up in order to see where the poem is.
You want me to post it again?
Please.
Okay. I saved it in Azur's character sheet, so I just have access to it. It said this mountain. Way it was phrased, but yeah. It's also not verbatim it, but as close as I could get writing as fast as I could.
No, you're fine. In the poem, it says, only when the tomb is disturbed, the mountain must be fed. Chances are, maybe the heart needs to go back into said tomb, in which might be the very volcano it came from.
Oh, we're in the tomb, we're in the ruins over there.
Maybe that's
Are
not.
we, though?
Maybe that's not its actual tomb. Maybe it needs to be put back. It doesn't look like that it belonged there. Roll me an intelligence.
All of us?
Yeah, to see whether or not if remembering how the heart looked.
Okay.
Because that would be very funny to see Danby's intelligence.
It's
So
gonna
just
say
raw
save, but it's
intelligence.
the same thing as
Is-
normal.
yeah.
Well, Badger doesn't know. Jesus. Not 20 is not 1.
Lenara and Yuna, you recall how the heart looked when it was in that temple? It looked like that. It wasn't like really like attached to like anything. but things were like crumbled like around it, like it was placed there. Odds are, and when you remember how the temple looked, it was a throne room. Or at least what an old throne room would have looked like. I'll leave that to what you guys want to share.
I'm just waiting to see if Boo's gonna say something first.
Not at the moment. My brain is not in gear fully.
So we just know that this thing was just put there. It doesn't belong there.
Right. It does not belong there.
Oh,
That's not
and
its
just
tomb.
sad for you guys. Just sad for you guys too for this as well. In the actual prophecy, it's greed and wealth. It held, and there's a lot of talking about returning back, taking away from the beauty, the purifying. To also add to that as well.
See, my thing is though, that rock doesn't belong there.
Oh,
At the same time, no, it doesn't. That's not its tomb.
Hmm.
The thing is I find it a little weird.
Do we know anything about the miners, or is that just Azure?
what do you mean by the miners?
The ones that got turned into obsidian.
He just said that, but that's also maybe not necessarily miners. He guessed it could also be dwarves potentially, but he hadn't seen them. He just
Do
heard
we
him talk about
know
them.
what the architect of this throne room is?
Dwarves, we know this is a Dwarven ruin.
You know it's dwarves.
Okay.
Hold on. So, and Azure's like, it's not. The thing is like,
Well, it doesn't look like it's supposed to be. I remember, like, from Bobinski Circus that one of the acts had, like, this really fancy kind of room. And it kind of looks like that. Like, royalty. So, and you guys are looking for the dwarves. So what if the dwarves were the first ones to unpack it? I say unpack, but remove it.
It's possible, I would guess. Dwarves were the most
They
magically
get it.
inclined.
Unfortunately, I don't know where they got it, but it doesn't belong there.
Well, if we're just thinking that it was taken from its place and ended up in a dwarven throne room, on this sign at least, then given how this kind of stuff is, there should be a connection to it. It says this mountain held. So I'm gonna assume it's from this same mountain, just brought to the throne room from it. Maybe there's a passage we didn't see.
Is it that we...
We can tell what's newly carved out by the kobolds.
Yes. Maybe what needs to be done... If it was greed that drove the heart to act, is it possible? And Georgie like pauses and he's like trailing off.
that being generous makes it stop?
Go back to sleep.
Bambi brightens and says, I could cook for her."
Is it as simple as acts of goodwill that makes the heart stop? It's conquest? Is it?
Maybe.
Then what do we do?
I'm not sure. Find where to return back to, I would say. But first, it means we have to get the sun. And I guess avoid killing if we can as well. We're going for the acts of good kind of deal.
All right. Go right ahead, Boo.
I was going to say, I would kind of feel really bad if we have to kill the kobolds that showed us like hospitality.
Yeah, they're super nice.
Yeah, they didn't do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, that answers my own question.
Okay. So, Boo, would you like to share?
Nope. Not
No?
yet.
Not yet?
It's not been confirmed. It's just theory crafting.
Just a theory. Okay.
A game theory.
Mm.
Thanks for watching.
You two.
Well, out of character now. I would like to know what is the plan that you guys want to craft here. Are you stealing the heart? Are you going to try and destroy
How big
it?
is said heart?
Oh, it's big.
Yeah,
How are
it's
we
a big
going
stone.
to steal it?
Bambi is already thinking about what if I tried to create John de Rock cakes for the rock?
Oh my god.
It would be perfect.
We have a buff Bambi over here. He's very generous. I don't think you take anything out of him. I can't.
But yeah, that he is currently thinking of things that a rock might like to eat if it could eat.
Oh my god. I'm gonna write down what my plan is, roughly, just so.
Yeah. Let's what's the plan? What's the game plan here?
Is
'Cause-
LSD still here?
yes, she is.
And I would look at LSD and go, do you think you could draw the religious symbol that she's got just in the dirt? It might be 100% accurate.
LSD will do something more than that. She will spin a web for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's pooping a web. Got it.
She's a spider.
Because she's a spider right now. And what you see excuse me as I get through this. What you see, so know that it's not colored, what I'm about to give you. So the picture that I'm about to share is not, it's not supposed to be colored. It's just bronzed. That.
So Nara starts laughing.
What? Why are you laughing?
It's Dragon Bitch.
Dragon? What?
I don't know about it.
Actually, I'm a
Please.
dragonborn. Can I roll for what that means?
Sure, go
My
ahead.
character I know exactly, but
Alright.
Go ahead.
That'd be religion, right?
As you don't need to roll much higher to know who this is. This is Tiamat.
Mhm.
This is Tiamat's symbol. Queen of
And you
Dragons.
probably know enough about Ladara to know why she called him Dragon Bitch.
Yep. Yeah.
Tiamat is currently stuck in the 9 hells and unable to escape.
Oh.
Wait, her god was Tiamat? Wait, Tiamat. 5 heads, 5
Oh, fuck.
5 heads, 5 avatars. Well, that's one god's influence here. That's just great.
Oh, wait, would that mean if you fused together, would that mean you would also have to chop off your head?
1 second. I didn't hear that. Maybe it's fine. What was that?
Oh, I said if you fused, does that mean you have to chop off your head for this god? Or goddess? Or dragon? Sorry, my brain's like...
Chop off our heads? What? Wait, no.
I think they would just fuse instead of chopping off the heads and sewing them on like Frankenstein.
Ah!
The fuck is Frankenstein?
So honestly, that would be a hilarious way to recreate Tiamat's like dead dragon head, just kind of like flop, flop, flop.
The Miss Queen of Cinders is something from Tiamat, potentially.
Possibly. If that's... I mean, if that's what Purity's, god is, because she's... Madam said she's a cleric. Or at least was.
Oh, the dragon gods. Why did I do that one?
I am not familiar with this god, I must admit. Georgie says, does anyone mind, sharing?
She is, it is. It depends which head you're talking to. Is not a god.
Okay, what is it then?
It's a dragon that thought it could take over all the realms and is currently stuck in... Wow, my brain forgot how to pronounce that word. Avernus. Currently being quite happily poked by Asmodeus. From what I knew, they were dead. Though it doesn't surprise me if they've got a heart hidden somewhere to re-resurrect them, but whatever.
So, is this possibly a way to re-resurrect Tiamat?
I mean,
Indeed.
most of the higher planed beings have ways to do that.
So what do we do with it?
Well, I very much doubt we'll be able to destroy it, at least here. Maybe. Might destroy here. Yeah. I don't know, that would be more in your domain, Miss Druid. I'm just a humble bard. Oh, we all know that's not, but still.
So Bambi rolled a 17 with religion, so I guess he knows at least a little bit about Tiamat.
Oh
Would
yeah.
he know of any holy mountain for Tiamat?
There is no mountain for Tiamat. Tiamat,
Or sorry, volcano?
no, but you do know that, Tiamat is very desperate. I guess is one way to say it.
very desperate to the point. Lara is technically not incorrect according to everything that realm knows. Tiamat's dead.
Yeah, and that's what you've heard too. That Tiamat's dead, and it's no no wonder very few know, unless you're a dragonborn or a lizard folk, like, scales in some capacity. You've
Or
heard
you're from the realm that it's dead in.
Yeah. For all you know, that Tiamat is evil. That evil, greedy. For all you know, thinking now about the prophecy, if anything, this could have been some shit that Tiamat made up in order to get fools suckered in to do her bidding, as posing as something else. Meaning, Purity got conned along with all the other kobolds, most likely.
Yeah.
Lara would carry on speaking. It was just like, yeah, I have. I'm like 90% sure Tiamat's just dead. So they're hearing just an echo, if anything. Because, the main way of transporting from King Avernus to this is through Tiamat's old lair. Oh. They're talking to a dead, supposed god thing that died.
Nambi pauses and says, "Oh, John Duroc cakes that could cure anything like death would be bad to give to the ghost rock."
I still do wonder how you make cakes out of rock. But still.
So?
Or how you keep finding so many people called John. Or did you just name the rock John?
It's at this point, with all this discussion, I'm gonna say, this discussion was probably a good 2 hours. You still got time. You still got time.
Yeah. We want to just
But
well, let's see what kind of action then at this point.
what's the plan of action here? Here's all the information before you. What's the plan?
This is my general idea, but I don't know. We can change it if anyone wants to.
I like how you say this is a general idea and then you go quiet.
No, I posted in chat, sorry. I had written it out.
Out there.
Alright. So, what do we want to do? Do you want to... Alright, so you want to subdue the priestess, seal the chamber to buy time, take time to study at the stone, look at it, try not to kill too many kobolds.
No, if that's said, probably going to have the fact that the walls are made of dirt and kobolds can dig.
Yeah, we may have to guard the entrance too, but yeah. As I said, trying not to kill too many kobolds. I think it's gonna have to happen at some point, but yeah.
Although I was just too busy chuckling.
about time for me to go to bed soon. So are we going with Strife's plan?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I need to know. How do you plan on doing all that? Let's figure this out.
Well, I'm assuming that ritual thing.
Okay, so
You
you
have to
wait.
be in the chamber of the temple.
So you
right?
wait for the ritual to happen. Yeah, you need to be. You need to
Yeah.
be there. So. Here we go. So. You might as well place yourselves there.
AJ, so you had your token there. You need to drag it on.
Gosh
Wait,
darn it.
where was my token?
To the right. Remember you moved it.
Oh, right.
Dang.
I
He just
got-
wanted giant ages again.
Yeah, he just wanted giant Aegis again.
I want to be thick, Aegis. I'm sorry.
Ages. Hold on. I will be more behaved.
Mm-hmm.
I am very behaved.
That's a first.
What? I'm not allowed to be behaved?
All
I
right.
was just saying that would be the first time.
And I have
Holy-
to grab some kobolds. Yay. Kobolds. Heat. Heat. Okay. It looks like there are some kobolds that are stationed here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of kobolds.
Oh, I have a really dumb idea.
What kind of spell are you thinking?
It's not the spell.
No.
No. No.
Okay.
You know the thing I used over on in the tent?
Okay.
So. Azure. She
Mhm.
motions for you to come up with Bambi.
Alright, Bambi.
A marriage. A marriage!
He is very scared.
We are here for the joining of these two souls. She steps aside.
Oh my god, it is a wedding.
Yeah, is this one of those fancy weddings I keep hearing about that the humans like participating in?
Mm.
I think so, but there's all these
The
kobolds here.
avatar of the blue one, Azure, and Bambi, the destroyer, will become one. A stronger version of themselves. To lead us all into a new era. Please, step up to the heart. And it will begin.
And is that the cliffhanger?
That'll be a good cliffhanger.
I guess that's our cliffhanger.
Oh yeah, that was good.
I thought it
forgot
was-
to bring tissues.
I thought it was gonna end tonight, but
Nope.
nope.
There's
You
no
guys,
escape.
you guys just want to keep this going, don't you?
You aren't ready
I can
for
say
it
it's
to be
fun.
over.
You don't want it to be over, do you? You just want this to keep going. Well, It's alright. I enjoy that you enjoy it. Alright. Well, we'll
Sounds
see you
fun.
guys next time. This was only an hour and 30 minutes. Goodbye.